On November 4, 2012, Elizabeth Derkos and her 2-year-old son Maddox visit the Pittsburgh Zoo and Aquarium in Pennsylvania, a 77 acres installation with more than 4,000 animals. After some hours of joy, they reach a place riddled with caution signs, where the visit will end up taking a gruesome turn. It was the enclosure of the African wild dogs. These animals were known for their nasty character and had previously escaped their cage, but most of the warnings were not focused on the dangerous animals. Instead, they were trying to avoid for the visitors to lift up their children to the railing at the sides of the enclosure. This was a common practice that the parents did to provide a better view. For an unknown reason, Elizabeth ignored this warning and put little Maddox on the rail to watch the dogs. It was in that moment when Maddox slipped from the grasp of her mother and ended up falling into the enclosure. A net was installed a short distance below the railing, but it failed to stop the tragedy, because it was only designed to withstand little amounts of garbage and debris that the visitors may throw to the animals. Maddox fell 4 meters and hit the ground soundly. The pack of dogs responded almost immediately and attacked the boy. In a matter of seconds, they inflicted terrible injuries to his head, face, and abdomen, reaching and exposing his intestines. The mother tried desperately to penetrate the enclosure to help her child, but the zoo employees restrained her quickly, since there was nothing to be done at this point, and risking more lives was a nonsense. Minutes later, further attempts to rid the child ended up in the killing of one of the animals by a shot of a police officer. Eventually, the corpse was recovered, and an autopsy was performed. The cause of the death was ruled blood loss. He had suffered more than 46 wounds to his head and neck. It was determined that the boy was conscious still after the fall. In what most of the people considered an outrageous display of shamelessness, the mother of Maddox sued the zoo for not providing adequate help during the incident, and was rewarded a not disclosed amount. Elizabeth Derkos was never prosecuted for her actions. What do you think? She should be accounted for the death of her son? Leave a comment below.